Hello everybody, I'm Toyah.
And I'm Robert.
And this is our Upbeat moment.
And my theme of upbeatness this week, little lovey, is the kindness and generosity of fans.
Yes.
Now, I received this lovely letter, not an email, letter this week from Mark MJ, who was saying, I was finally lucky enough to see King Crimson live in 2018 at your Liverpool Empire show.
Oh wow.
It was one of the very few nights out I've had since the birth of my daughter in 2017, and still the most recent gig I've been to. Well, thank you, Mark, for being a good father to your daughter. He goes on, does Mark. That show is possibly the best band performance I have ever seen. The sense of fun and vitality was infectious, and the set list packed with surprises. Well, look, bless you, Mark. And what I will say on this, Mr. Bill Reeflin, who was our middle drummer and then became our keyboard player in the back, Mr. Bill was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and throughout the entire King Crimson period, from 2014 to 2018, Bill continued to play with us because it was a matter of life and death for Bill. Music was so important to Bill.
He wanted to live. He wanted to be connected to life. He wasn't living to die.
Correct. And after Liverpool and the UK tour, Mr. Bill said to me that he wasn't sure whether our touring actually was having effect in people's lives.
Okay.
So for this, to get this from Mark MJ, thank you so much, and I wish I could tell Mr. Bill.
He's listening. Oh, he's around. Seriously, he is around.
Good.
Bill knows. And he's in a place now where his concerns don't concern him anymore. But he's listening. And Bill was very concerned with the routing and venues, and like all musicians, routing and venues don't always suit the human condition. But Bill had a phenomenal last 10 years. And he was with us, living with us when he was in the UK, and the love was absolutely tangible.
Well, I'm upbeat about it all.
Oh, baby.
So what is my baby's upbeatness?
Well, I'm kind of distracted now.
Well, look, it goes to show that the working player doesn't really know whether their work is reaching where we wish it to reach. And as this conversation with Mr. Bill, after we worked in England, the UK, we worked in the whole of the UK, he wasn't sure whether we were really reaching where we had wished to. So thank you, Mark, for confirming that we reached at least one person.
What I will say about Mark, hello Mark, and about everything that comes into contact with you, that you get the information quite a lot later. Yeah. For instance, your work in 1969 is having more impact now. So you get the news very, very late.
Well, generally, may I say, about 40 years later, but this, it's only about 7 years later.
Don't leave it another 40 years, okay?
Bless you.
For neither of us. Well, last night, Viva La Rock awarded me an Icon Award, which was really lovely. Thank you, Viva La Rock. Handed to me by Saffron of Republica. Phenomenal evening. This coming Tuesday, the 16th of April, we have a very big announcement that we are super excited about, super proud about. We've been planning and we've been developing, and this is kind of a big highlight in the zenith of our careers, I suppose, in a way. This is the biggie. And that's announced on Tuesday. And then the post arrived earlier in the week. And this was a gift to me on stage in Belfast from James, my number one fan in Belfast. And I said to him, it's just too big. I can't fit it in my luggage. So our wonderful, wonderful promoter has posted this on to me, and we love it. James, I want you to know this is on our dining room table, and it puts a smile on my face because we used to have a very large white rabbit living in the kitchen, a living one called Willie Fred after Bill Rieflin, and this is the embodiment of Willie Fred. This is exactly how he was with us when we came down in the morning for our cups of tea. He'd be there with a bunch of flowers waiting for us, being really cute. Where my hand
And
is.
an egg too. And yes, dear. I'm sure.
That's like modelling you for your fans only.
Thank you,
April
dear.
Fools. So James, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much we love this.
All right. I will add one little upbeat chortle, which it had me gently hooting, dear. This is following on associationally from your mention of my big hit on OnlyFans. A poster put up a GIF of the unsee button. There have been many, many comments, may I say, in response to our April Fool's posting of my availability.
Mostly favourable. I mean, one of my agents, who is of the same gender as you, is really enamoured.
Well, anyway, the unsee button, bish, did make me chortle.
So everybody, thank you for listening in. We will have a wonderful, vintage and spectacular Sunday lunch for you tomorrow. And Robert is currently in Argentina, so we've magicked him into the kitchen.
Through a time loop.
A wormhole. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Lots of love from Toyah.
And from Robert too.